What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today we gonna talk about GFazo. A lot of people wanted me to speak on that because they noticed Lil Herb, aka G Herbo, always mentioning GFazo. He called his Air Force Ones GFazo because I guess GFazo loved Air Force Ones. That name is kind of synonymous with the drill culture. A lot of people don't know exactly who GFazo is, but they hear it all the time because rappers from that area where he from started blowing up, like Lil Herb, Lil Bibby, even some more guys on the lower scale that's kind of still grinding right now, like No Limit, Wet 'Em Up and shit like that is affiliated with this guy. So we gonna take GFazo to the board, kind of explain what happened to him, kind of give you some background. I'm not gonna lie, this case has been documented a few times. G Herbo done spoke on his death on a lot of platforms and big interviews, so I'm not sure if I can give you any new information, but a lot of people asked me to break this down, so I'm gonna break it down to you the best that I can. So we're gonna go GFazo. Okay, pen going up. So we're gonna go GFazo, okay? If I'm not mistaken, his real name is Faison Robinson, okay? If I'm not mistaken, GFazo's from that infamous NLMB. I believe those are like stones. Don't get me wrong, I think it's some GDs, BDs, and all kind of shit in there. Because remember, games now are more crew-orientated, who you hang with, blocks, homeboys. It's not so much one game. But I do believe Fazo was a stone, a renegade stone. Another thing about GFazo that I realized is he was linked to guys who started blowing up, like Lil Herb and Bibby, okay? I noticed that he was from an area that people call Terrortown, the east side, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie, this side of town gets a rep for being like treacherous, killers, dangerous, don't really want to fuck around out there. You know, these guys have been in war, like that MLMB set been in war. The Muskegon boys, Never Leave My Brother, they've been in beefs and wars with a lot of other hoods, and it's been a lot of deaths from GFazo to Kobe to, I believe, Rock. It's a lot of people who done lost their lives, you know, due to gun violence that came from like this little area. This all I had on GFazo. I didn't have enough information on GFazo because, like I said, once again, he didn't have rap videos on the internet for me to go look at. Maybe he do, but I didn't find them, so I had to rely heavy on the police reports and the police scanners that I listened to. And some of my sources are people who I didn't talk to because this wasn't enough information for me to give you guys a breakdown. I couldn't really find anything with this right here. You know, it was kind of hard. So I'm going to give you the breakdown basically of what the police is saying. Now, this is what threw me off, okay? The police is claiming that GFazo was on 79th Street, okay? He was on 79th Street, okay? They claiming that a car rolled up and just started shooting. Blah, 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 blah. Get to shooting. Motherfuckers get to getting crazy, wilding out, running. All kind of chaos is happening. Fazo get hit, okay? He ended up losing his life. GFazo killed, okay? He ended up getting killed. He ended up losing his life due to the gun violence and the gang violence. That was all I really had, you know? It was kind of hard for me to realize anything else with just that being the only information I had. So I Googled and looked up what day he got killed. I believe he lost his life, okay? I believe it was April 12th. I believe April 12th is when he ended up losing his life, okay? I believe April 12th of 2010 is when Fazo was killed, okay? Now, this is the thing that threw me off. 2 years later, you know, they do a little memorial exactly where he died. They throw him a little memorial where they put balloons up, his pictures, they barbecue, play music, and enjoy themselves, kick it, you know, dance, and enjoy his memory. Try to smile and be happy and not be sad about his death. So they threw a memorial at the exact location where he was killed at. I believe this was 2 years later, April 12th, 2012. They throws this memorial. Can you believe some people ride up while them people outside barbecuing it? Blah, 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 blah. Shoot multiple times. Fat a whole memorial up, okay? 5 people hit. Okay? Nobody dies, but 5 people hit, including a 10-year-old boy. Okay? So when that happened and I read that, it kind of gave me a better understanding of what happened. Because that's the evidence I was missing. I recognized the neighborhood he from. I recognized he was in a gang. I recognized he was from an infamous set. I recognized he knew famous rappers who were in beats before they blew up. I recognized he was from a tough side of town. I recognized he was from an area that people call treacherous. Then a man ended up losing his life on 79th in his neighborhood. His own hood, okay? He ended up losing his life in his own hood. April 12th, 2010. 2 years later, to memorialize him on the day he died, it was a shooting at that shit. 5 people get hit. Now, when a motherfucker shoot up the funeral, it be personal. When a motherfucker shoot up the memorial, it be personal. I don't think people just doing this shit because it's hot outside, you know? If you ask me, GFazo death was gang related, okay? I believe he was targeted on purpose. This wasn't a catch anybody out there. This was a targeted. He was targeted. He died over gang banging. I'm not sure exactly what the issue was that made this happen like that, but for this man to lose his life and the killers come back 2 years later and shoot him, because that shit and that shooting that happened 2 years later was related to Fazo's death. It's no secret, okay? I believe it was gang related. I believe he was targeted, and I believe it was personal, okay? He must have did some shit to somebody, or maybe somebody was hating on him. Maybe he's from a hood and friends with people who did some shit to him. But for some people to come back 2 years later after his death and shoot up the memorial, I believe it was gang related. I believe he was targeted on purpose, and I believe it was personal. I'm not sure what he did to someone or what somebody close to him did to someone, but it looks like he died over gang banging, something that was gang related, retaliation, like he was targeted, if you ask me. That's all I can tell you about GFazo, because I really didn't have enough information on that one. So if you find anything that I didn't put on this board, you put it in the comment section so I can update the video. And another thing I want to speak on too, I did a Larry Hoover video about a week ago. I'm not going to lie, I kind of put some misinformation in that video. I said that he was locked up for killing a 16-year-old boy. That is not true. You have to understand, I got so much information in my head from doing these breakdowns and these videos that sometimes I say the wrong thing by mistake. I meant to say, you know, he killed an older drug dealer. It's what the police is alleging that he did. But it was an older drug dealer. I believe his name was Pookie, too. I could be wrong on that. I wish I never would have said that, because then again, you're going to be in the comment section saying that ain't his name. But I might have been wrong on that. But I wanted to make that correction that Larry Hoover did not kill a 16-year-old boy. I believe it was an older drug dealer. I don't want to make things up on people on these blogs and shit like that. We're going to be honest. These are breakdowns. These are not to point the finger at anybody or say he did it or he did it, you know. These are just to give you my opinions on some of the things a lot of people have been asking me, since they know that I'm a drill historian. I'm like a real street reporter, and I've been documenting the culture for a while. So I kind of wanted to give you the breakdown of some of the stories you've been wanting to know. Remember, hit the like button. When you do that, it make my videos grow and a lot of people be able to see them. You can keep your donations too. You know, times is hard. You might got to do something for you and your family. I'm okay. If you want to support me, just hit that like button like I see it. Like I said in all my damn videos. You say you want to support me, then today we breaking that record of 2,000 likes, all right? It's the homie truth. Bleh, 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 bleh.